Hello, this is Mr. Volcano, and I'm taking you mathematics e-learning class. Come with me on the ride and let's enjoy it together. Now, listed before you are the class rules. Read it, get a book, write them inside, because we'll need the rules as we go into the class properly. Read it to an adult, read it to yourself. Read it to an adult, read it to yourself, read it aloud. And the last one says, ensure you use the toilet before the class. The class rules. And let's have a little fun here. Let's go to quote of the day. Now let's read it together, everybody. 1, 2, 3, go. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. Now let's do some things, a little TikTok on fractions around. Let's see. Okay, let's read all this together. We don't want you to think that you will only use fraction in maths classes. Fractions are around you every day of the week. Do you know about that container of milk in your refrigerator? It is probably a half gallon. Drinks you buy in the store might come in half-liter bottles. Now we're talking about fractions. When you want to buy some food at the deli, you might ask for a quarter or half a pound. Your parents probably think how much gas they have every day. It's great to have a full tank, but they also know if they have 3/4, a half, or a quarter of a tank. Now we can use it in construction too. Now let's say we admit that the decimal system is easier for measurement. Now let me leave you for the next 1 minute to read through the remaining part. Okay, that's that. Now you've been able to see how fractions are important around us. Okay, that's shaking up a bit. Now let's go to the main thing today. What are we doing today? Number 1, revision on fractions. Can you say that? Revision on fractions. Okay, what are we learning to do? We're learning to identify the types of fractions. We're learning to recognize the difference between the types of fractions. Okay, those are the 2 things we're learning to do. Now, listed in front of you on the screen, can you read it after me? Fractions, numerator, proper, improper, mixed fraction, or we'll call it mixed number, and lastly, denominator. What are all these things? Can you guess? Now let's see. Boom! Keywords on fractions. Now let's have a little starter. You've heard about fractions. How many parts does a fraction have? Number 2, in the parts of a fraction. Say it to an adult. Let an adult hear you saying it. Now, do you remember the types of fractions? Proper, improper, mixed fraction. We have 3 types: the proper, the improper, and we have the one we call the mixed fractions. So many people call it the mixed fractions, but I call it the mixed numbers. Can you say that to yourself? Mixed numbers. Again, mixed numbers. Now let's pick it one after the other again. Proper fractions. What are proper fractions? Can someone read it for me? Okay, let's read it together. When the numerator is less than the denominator, it is called a proper fraction. It is called a proper fraction. Now, examples of proper fraction, we say 2 over 3, 3 over 4, 1 over 4, and 5 over 8. Can you see? The small number is up, the big number is under. Now let's see another one. Improper fraction. Now, it says when the numerator, that's the number up, is greater than or equal to the denominator. We call it improper fraction. Now let's see examples ourselves. 13 over 5, 9 over 2, 11 over 3, 7 over 4, 6 over 6. Can you repeat those examples to yourself? 13 over 5, 9 over 2, 11 over 3, 7 over 4, and 6 over 6. Let's continue with the class. Any question? Remember, numerators are numbers up, denominator are numbers under. Okay? Let's go to the third one. Mixed fractions or mixed numbers. Mixed number. Now, when a fraction consists of a whole number and a proper fraction, we call it a mixed number. Do you know what that means? A whole number stands on its own. Let me show you examples. A whole number, 3 whole number, 5 over 6. That's a proper fraction. 12 whole number, 3 over 5. Another one. 4 whole number, 2 over 7. And 7 whole number, 4 over 9. You can repeat that to yourself. Okay, in front of us we have some activity sheets. We have an activity sheet, sorry. And it's just going to take us 5 minutes to work on our activity sheet. Now, we have 3 sections in there. And in the 3 sections we have 5 minutes. Now, types of fractions. The first part says circle the proper fraction. Now, this is what you're going to do right now. Get a sheet of paper, get a pencil, stay in front of your screen. For the next 5 minutes, you're going to be solving this. Circle the proper fraction or list out the proper fractions. The second part says circle the improper. You remember when the big number is up and the small number is under. And the last one says circle the mixed number. Remember what mixed numbers are? One whole number and a proper fraction. 5 minutes, let's get going. Tick tock, tick tock. Almost 5 minutes. Okay, let's get going. At the end of everything, I'm sure you understood what proper fractions are, improper fractions are, and mixed numbers are. Are you sure you do understand that? Yes, you do. Okay, let's see what we have in the plenary. At the end of the lesson, I can name types of fractions. That's number one. Number two, I can identify types of fractions. Can you? Oh! Remember, I remain Mr. Volcano, your mathematics instructor, enjoying the e-learning class right here. Fendayes Preparatory School. Now you can check up resources on internet and see and learn more for yourself. Use more resources, and remember, enjoy your stay at home, have fun, sanitize yourselves more, and always have an adult working with you when it's time for the maths class. Thanks for watching. See you next time.